Okay. Here we go. We're live. We're live in the morning. Very strange experience. How's everyone doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday so far. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Morning, Max. How are you today? This is different, isn't it? Very, very different. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. You've never seen me like this before. You've never seen me in my pajamas and dressing gown before. But welcome, everybody. This is Breakfast with Saul. This is a new, potentially a new series that we might be doing. I don't know if it's going to be a regular thing. We're going to see how it goes. But yeah, I was thinking... Morning, Forrest. How are you doing? Music's kind of loud on my end. Sorry about that, Max. I think it's because I don't have my headphones on today, so it's picking up, so my mic's picking up the music. I'm trying to turn it down a bit. Is that a bit better? First live in the morning, very exciting. It is, isn't it, Draydog? Very exciting. So, a lot better. Good, good, good. So I wanted to do this because I wanted to do more chatting streams. It's been a very long time since we did chatting like this. I don't think we've ever done a stream like this on Purple or YouTube before. Back when I first started TikTok, we did some Q&A style streams in the early days, but it never really stuck around. And now we've got so many different games on the schedule, I just don't have time to dedicate a whole evening stream to playing a game, right? So, I mean, to doing a chat, right? Because I've got so many games that I want to play. So I thought, well, lots of people stream in the mornings. Even here in the UK, there's a lot of streamers who go live in the morning. So why not give it a try? We're not going to be playing a game today. We're just going to sit and chat for a bit, talk about what I've got planned for today, what I'm recording, what I'm going to be streaming this afternoon. If you want to ask me any questions or anything like that, it's just going to be basically just like a Q&A, very relaxed, very casual. I'm just here to accompany you in your morning commute or whatever it is you're up to this morning. Maybe you're going to work, maybe you're having breakfast. I'm just here to chat. So how's everybody doing? I was up anyway, so I thought I'd come on to help mod. Thank you very much, Draydog. I do appreciate that. Can you hear me all right, by the way? I'm deliberately speaking a little bit quieter than usual because it's the first thing in the morning. But let me know if you can hear me all right. And let me know if you like the music, by the way. This is from the same channel that I use for my intro and outro music. You know, if you've watched my previous live streams, the music that I use for my intro and outro comes from this channel called The Relaxed Movement. So I went to their channel to see if they had like a longer video that would have enough music for a whole like small stream. So yeah, this is what I found. It's an hour long, an hour and a half long actually. I don't think we'll be live for that long, but it's a nice, nice mixture of lo-fi, piano and stuff like that. I thought it'd be the perfect backdrop. Sorry I'm late, I was having a shower. No worries, P. Good morning. How are you today? Are you going to another train museum today, says Draydog? Not today, Draydog, no. I don't think I'm going to be going to another railway for a couple of weeks, maybe next month at this point. I would very much like to go to the Middleton Railway in Leeds. The Middleton is actually the oldest continuously operating railway in the world. It was one of the very first railways ever built, and it's still open today as a heritage line. So yeah, I'd love to visit that, and it's in Leeds, so it's right next door to me. I was thinking of visiting that either at the end of this month or start of next month. But obviously, I want to go to the Peak District again soon as well. It's been so long since I got out there, so we'll see. It's whichever's cheaper, to be honest. It only costs £9 for admission for the Middleton Railway, which is very cheap as heritage railways go, but it's a very short line. So yeah, whichever. As long as I can get out and do something else before the end of the month. We haven't been live that long, says Forrest. Yeah, don't worry, you haven't missed much, P. Has everyone got their drink, by the way? I've got myself a nice cup of coffee here. I don't think you've ever seen my coffee mug. I've got a coffee mug that looks like a pill bottle that says coffee on it. I got this in Meadowhall when I went shopping there with my sister once. I think it was like £8, but it's just such a perfect mug because I do need my morning coffee. It's very hot. I literally made it 5 minutes before the stream, so it's not quite drinkable yet. But there we go. That's my morning brew. I drink Kenko instant cappuccino in the morning. That's my coffee of choice. Let me know what you're drinking or eating. I'm running a sign language course today for school staff and forgot to get nibbles. Oh dear, P. Oh dear. I hope it goes well, though. I didn't know that you could communicate in sign language, P. That's very impressive. There's a lot of unused train lines all over London, says Draydog. True, true. There's a lot of disused train lines everywhere in this country, you know. Thanks to a certain Dr. Beeching in the 1930s. Was it the 30s? It might have been later than that. There's like approximately half the railways that there used to be in this country today because a lot of them got closed. That's why we have so many public footpaths and walking trails, because so many of those are built along along former railway lines. Like the Peak District is a really good example. There used to be 4 different railway lines across the Peak District. Only one of them still exists, and the other 3 are now public walking trails and cycleways. It's mad. It's mad. Just to think about how much railway infrastructure has been lost in this country, you know. I was waiting to see your novelty mug collection, says Forrest. I could have a different mug each time. If we do more of these breakfast streams in future, I could have a different mug in each stream. I got about 20 mugs. Mugs are one of those things that everyone gets you know, birthdays, Christmas. You get one at the seaside or a museum. I think everyone just has loads of mugs. So yeah, I might, in future, we might have a different mug each stream. We'll see. There was a train station in my town, closed in the 60s. It's now an industrial estate. Yeah, there was one in my village that I grew up in as well, but it closed in like the 50s or something like that. Like I say, it's a shame. It is a shame to think about how much rail infrastructure's been lost in this country, especially now over the last 20-25 years. There's been such a push for new rail infrastructure, and a lot of those old lines are like being reopened and stuff like that. And part of you just has to think, why did they close them in the first place, right? What if those railways had never been closed in the first place, we wouldn't be spending millions of pounds now reopening all those old lines, because we actually do need them, as it turns out. It's, yeah. Is today Resident Evil? It is, yes. We are going to be playing Resident Evil Requiem today. I'm looking forward to that. I was saying yesterday... Morning, Logs. How are you doing? I was saying yesterday, I think I've really loved Resident Evil. I've really enjoyed playing it on stream. But I do hope that we're starting to get nearer to the end now. I know it's partly my fault, because I'm just not great at shooter-style games and stuff like that, so it's probably my fault that it's gone on for as long as it has. But I am hoping that it's not going to take much longer, maybe 2 or 3 more episodes, because I've got other stuff that I want to play, especially on Horror Wednesday. Horror Wednesday is a brand new series. We've only played one other horror game on Wednesday, and that was Soma at the end of last year. I really want to play other horror games. You know, I'm a big horror fan, and there's one in particular called Routine, a sci-fi horror that I'd like to check out. The thing with sci-fi horror is I never know whether I want to do it on Sci-Fi Sunday or Horror Wednesday. Like when we played Alien Isolation, obviously that's a horror game, but we played it on Sci-Fi Sunday. So I don't know, with Routine, it's a very short game as well, so we could do it on either. Whether we... I don't know. If we finish Subnautica first, we'll play it on Sci-Fi Sunday. If we finish Resident Evil first, we'll play it on Horror Wednesday. Morning, Josh. How are you doing? I'm going to have to play Soma, says Max. Oh, totally recommend. Fantastic game. If you've ever played any of the Amnesia games, they're made by the same people. Really, really good games. Soma, we had such an incredible time with Soma. We really did. I remember, you know, it was just such an incredibly moving and thought-provoking game. Just every single episode, we ended up having to pause the game and just have a lengthy discussion about what was, you know, what was happening in the game. It made me think a lot, says Pete. Exactly. Just such... I mean, I love a game that can make you think like that. I love art that really makes you question things. Really, really fantastic game. They're making another game, by the way. They're working on a game right now called Ontos, or Ontios. No release date yet. They only announced it just after Christmas. But yeah, the developers of Soma are working on another game right now, which looks like it could be really amazing. Fits on point. Thank you, Logs. I'm rocking the dressing gown this morning with my my green pajamas underneath. I was saying earlier, this is the first time you've ever seen me in my PJs. Here we go. Here's the morning fit. Still got a snatched waist, even in my dressing gown. I live in a dressing gown when I'm at home. You rock it. To be fair, I wear this almost constantly when I'm not streaming. I love wearing my dressing gown. Morning, Chris. How you doing? But yeah, I'm a dressing gown enjoyer. I've had this one for years, though. I don't know how well you can see on camera, but it's got like just bits of string hanging out all over it, just because it's that old. It's really good though, really comfy, and I wear the neck really high, like it's a fucking yukasa. But I like to keep my neck toasty in the morning. Schnazzy, thank you, Max. Serving cunt at this time in the morning, illegal. Oh, I know. I can't help it. Just serving 24/7, you know. No, it's good though. It's interesting to be doing a stream like this. I've never, you know, when I first started streaming, I could never have imagined doing something like this. I was so terrified of going on camera without a full face of makeup and, you know, like hyper feminine outfit. I couldn't have imagined that 2 years later I'd literally just roll out of bed in the morning and start streaming. I can't imagine having that level of confidence back when I first started. Draydog says, I'm more of a fizzy drinker for breakfast. I have to be in the mood for stuff like tea. That's fair enough. Some people, when you drink fizzy drinks in the morning, some people look at you like you're absolutely insane. And I'm sure it's not great for you. But I used to have like a can of Iron Brew in the morning. Which, I mean, it wakes you up, you know, it really does wake you up for the day. At the best of times, a good Iron Brew. I don't see the problem really. Like I say, some people have this rule of like no fizzy drinks before noon or something like that. I don't really care. I'll eat or drink anything at any time of day. I really will. I've got an iron stomach. I'll wake up in the morning, and if you had a Sunday roast for me prepared at 8 AM, I'd eat it. I you know, whatever. Can't drink anything right now, the sun isn't up yet. Oh yeah, it's 2 AM over there, isn't it, Max? Thank you so much for making the effort to tune in at 2 AM, by the way. I really appreciate that. You don't have to, no pressure for future streams, but thank you very much for being here today, Max. I don't drink or eat anything until lunchtime usually, it's quite bad, says P. To be fair, breakfast is something that I struggle with. I can't really seem to get into a routine with breakfast. I do have my morning coffee, but breakfast, I don't know. Occasionally, I'll have a bowl of cereal or a slice of toast. But I've never been a big breakfast haver, you know. Used to cook up pasta dishes for breakfast, says Balaclavamon. Honestly, pasta for breakfast sounds pretty good. It's quick, it's easy, you know. You can boil an egg. You can make pasta. Well, pasta takes twice as long as a boiled egg, right? But still, point still stands. It only takes 10 minutes to whip up some pasta on the hob, right? Dentists tell you to stop fizzy drinks or at least cut down. Yeah, obviously fizzy drinks, not too great for the old teeth. And I don't have the best teeth in the world, to be honest. Fortunately, I have an overbite, so you can't see the gaps in my teeth, because if I clench my teeth, my front set sits in front of the back set. But if I actually, like, put them, like, tip to tip, as it were, you can see the gaps a bit more. I did not really look after my teeth in my teens. I didn't really look after myself, full stop, in my teens, for obvious reasons. But, you know, I don't think it's too late. I don't think, like, my teeth are massively, you know, they're not exactly rotting or anything like that. They're not the best teeth in the world. But I do look after them a lot more now than I used to. Forrest says, I got waffles, bacon with fruit and yogurt for my drink. I have orange juice. Nice one, Forrest. Not on the same plate, obviously. Waffles are great for breakfast, honestly. I sometimes will just have a waffle with a bit of golden syrup on it for breakfast. Maybe a bit of whipped cream. I like a sweet breakfast. A savoury breakfast is fine, but you got to be in the right mood for it, you know. I mean, I don't necessarily want a boiled egg every morning or toast every morning. Most days I'd prefer something sweet, like a waffle or a bowl of cereal. Porridge, if I can be bothered to make it. And I do quite like ready break, actually. I know it's not... I like ready break. I think some people don't like ready break because it's not real porridge. I like it. I just eat whatever I got in, but I'm not a massive breakfast person either. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I've got to be in the mood for breakfast. I've got to wake up in the morning and be like, you know what, I fancy some breakfast today. And most days I don't, to be honest. If I need energy for the day, I'll order myself a cooked breakfast. Yeah, I don't mind ordering like a breakfast wrap or something like that if I really do need the energy and I can't be bothered to cook. I really like McDonald's breakfast wraps, I'm not gonna lie. And I always get the sausage one, sausage and egg, sometimes with a strip of bacon as well. But that's a good breakfast. I like a McDonald's breakfast. And speaking of fizzy drinks, by the way, whenever I have a McDonald's breakfast, I always order a Coke with it as well. I never don't order a Coke from McDonald's. I'm so basic. I mean, every now and then maybe I'll have a smoothie. I like the... not a smoothie. What's... you know the fruit smoothies? They do like a pineapple and mango one. I'll have that sometimes. But almost every time I order McDonald's, no matter what time of day it is, I'm having a classic Coke. I'm paying that 14 extra pence for the sugar. And I just can't get enough of it. McDonald's Coke is like crack. It's because they make it with the syrup, right? It's just so different from bottled Coke, because it comes directly from the syrup. It's so much sweeter. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. McDonald's breakfast wraps are good, says Balaclava Man. They really are. Didn't they take the wraps off the menu for a time? I'm not sure. They may have done. I live in the countryside, and the annoying thing is Domino's, Mackey's, and other places don't deliver here. Oof, that's unfortunate, Dre Dog. See, I'm lucky enough. I do live in a fairly quiet, like, little village. But we're not too far from Doncaster, like we're not too far from the town itself, so most places do deliver here, which is nice. Like McDonald's delivers here, even though it's only a small village, and other places do tend to deliver, which is good. Like, I've got the convenience of being able to have stuff delivered quickly, but also, you know, I'm in a nice little quiet corner. I'm not a big fan of city living, to be honest. I'm not cut out for that. I had enough of that when I lived in Bath, like right in the city centre, and Bath's not a very busy city, but it was too busy for me. The countryside is where I belong, I think. Does anyone remember the McDonald's Big Breakfast? I don't actually remember that, Forrest. I've only really started having Mackey's breakfast in the last, like, couple of years. I was too poor for Mackey's breakfast as a kid. I was too poor for Mackey's as a kid. It was like a once or twice a year kind of treat, you know what I mean? I'm not even exaggerating. It was a very, very rare treat to go to McDonald's growing up. Now I have Mackey's like maybe twice a month. And I would have it more often, but, you know, money. Okay, let me see if my coffee's drinkable yet. Still a bit hot. I'm going in. That's good. That's perfect. Lovely. Every time I went to Mackey's, I'd have a chicken legend, but they don't do that anymore. I've never really been big on the chicken stuff from Mackey's, to be honest. I've never really gone for the chicken items. Usually I go for whatever's on the special menu. You know, whatever's the latest promotional item. I love the Big Tasty. I've said it before, Big Tasty should be a permanent menu item. It's my absolute favourite McDonald's burger. Whenever it's on promo, I'm having it. You know, it should be a permanent menu item. Didn't they make the Big Arch into a permanent menu item? Make the Big Tasty a permanent menu item. Are we a nuggets girly or a burger person? Burgers. Burgers for me. I will occasionally get nuggets. You know, when you order on Uber Eats, they often throw in a free 9 box of nuggets or something like that if you spend like 20 quid. So I don't mind the nuggets, but a burger fills me more, I think. And when I used to work at Mackey's, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that I used to work at McDonald's while I was in my first year at university. At the end of the shift, there would always be so many nuggets left over, so I would just pull out the tray and just start scoffing them. I do like them, but they just don't fill me as much as a burger. They do spicy nuggets now. I haven't tried them yet. I haven't tried the spicy nuggets yet either, but I think I'd enjoy them. I do. What time are we on, by the way? Oh god, we've been live for 20 minutes already. Time really does fly. I'm liking this. I am liking this. It's nice. It's a lot less stressful than playing a game. You know what I mean? It's a lot less stressful than playing a game and also trying to keep up with 3 different chats. It's very relaxed. And if people are enjoying it, I'm open to do this more often. Not every day. I'm not going to get up every day and do this for you, but it could be a regular thing. It could be like twice a week, maybe. We'll see how it goes. And maybe I will do other stuff. Not like games or anything like that. Maybe, you know, do like Wordle or New York Times crossword and those mini games and stuff like that. Just to you know, to have something to do. But it's mostly going to be just sitting and chatting. Does anyone play the New York Times games, by the way? I don't play them every day, but I do enjoy them. I actually subscribed to the New York Times for £1 a month just so that I could play all the games. I wanted to do the big crossword. You can't do the big crosswords for free. You can only do the mini. But I wanted to do the big crossword, so I subscribed. It only costs £1 a month. It's pretty good. Wordle's great. Connections is great. Sudoku. I'm a big Sudoku enjoyer. Group puzzles, I'm down. Maybe we'll do one today. Maybe See how we feel in 10 minutes or so. Morning, Hamish. How are you doing? Balaclava Man, confirm the milkshake machine was never broken. I can't say. I actually can't say because I never worked in the front. I was always in the kitchen. I never worked the drinks machine. Maybe it was really broken. I doubt it. I'm good, yourself? I'm good, Hamish. Thank you very much. Forrest says, a nice idea for this sort of stream would be a funny or happy news bit. That could be good, yeah. We could, like, check the headlines for the day. The problem is there's not a lot of funny or happy news around these days, is there? I find that I don't check the news in the morning anymore. I used to. I used to wake up and have a quick look on my news feed on Google and see, you know, what the news of the day was. Now it's just depressing. I don't care. I don't want to know anymore. And I'm not saying that I don't follow the news, because I do like to keep up with what's happening in the world, but I don't want to know first thing in the morning. I'm trying to get out of bed, not go back. You know, I don't want to be depressed for the day. What do you think of the moon mission? Amazing. Amazing, Draydog. They've touched back down, haven't they? Such an incredible accomplishment. And I'm so happy to finally see that, you know, within my lifetime. I am obsessed with space. I've always been obsessed with astronomy and stuff like that. The fact that I wasn't alive for the Apollo program has always really upset me. I really wish, I wish so much that I could have seen Neil Armstrong putting his feet on the moon in 1969, live on TV. What an incredible feat of humanity, you know? So to be able to see that happening today, obviously they didn't actually touch down, it was just a fly around this time, but to see this happening, to see that we're finally there again, incredible. Incredible. Thank you for following, Hamish. I can't wait for the next one. I think the next one is going to be a landing mission. This was just to test the ship's capabilities and test the flyby capabilities. I think the next mission is going to be a lander. Probably won't be for another few years. Maybe by 2030. Even that might be optimistic, but the fact that within my lifetime we could see people on the moon again, incredible. Not just that, but within my lifetime we could see permanent habitation on the moon. That's incredible. When I say permanent habitation, I don't mean like a group of people that live there full time. I mean like the International Space Station or, you know, Antarctica bases where like the crew rotates, but there's always somebody there. I think it's insane that that could happen within our lifetime. We could see a permanent human presence on the moon. Wow. Just wow. Forgot I wasn't followed. No worries, Hamish. Thanks again. What do you mean, says P, the Earth's flat and the moon's a myth? Yeah, obviously. I'm surprised nobody's been back till now, but hopefully they're set up a base there. That's the thing, like, it's very sad that we haven't been since the 70s, but it's just because NASA, in particular, has been so badly underfunded over the last 30, 40 years, and no other space agencies quite had the capabilities. I think, you know, China and India have landed some unmanned missions there, but again, just the fact that we are this close to sending humans to the moon again, absolutely incredible accomplishment. You know, what a feat. What's your sign, says Max? I'm a Pisces, Max. I don't really believe in any of that stuff, to be quite honest with you. No disrespect if you are into astrology. It's not for me, but I am a Pisces. I don't believe Area 51's hiding alien shit is too obvious. Yeah, I agree, Draydog. I think, in all honesty, Area 51 It's just military weapons, you know. Obviously, they can't tell people that it's military weapons, so they keep their mouths shut, and that leads to speculation. It's like with Roswell. I don't know if I've spoken about this before. The Roswell incident is like widely considered to be one of the best UFO encounters of all time. It was actually just a weather balloon. And that's correct. Well, technically it wasn't. The reality is it was a military test, which was similar to a weather balloon. So obviously, because they didn't want the public to know that it was a military test, they told people it was a weather balloon, and people didn't believe them, and then said, well, if it isn't a weather balloon, it must be aliens. You know what I mean? I think it's the same thing with Area 51. They've got, like, secret weapons and stuff like that in there, but they can't tell people that, which leads people to speculate, oh, there must be aliens in there. It's not aliens, it's just, like, high-tech military stuff that they can't tell us about. Forrest is a Cancer, Max is a Capricorn, and P is a Scorpio. Lovely. My sister's a Cancer. My other sister is... Oh, what is my other sister? She was born the same month as me, but I think she was just... You know, she just rolls over into the next one. What comes after Pisces? Oh, my nephew's a Leo. I'm a Scorpio. Nice one, Dre Dog. Yeah, like I say, I've never really subscribed to that. If you do take any stock in it and you do have some belief in it, fair enough. I don't, but it is quite fun to tell people as well. You know, it's quite fun to share star signs. You know Rimmer's obsession with aliens from Red Dwarf? Yes, Forrest, exactly. Rimmer probably believes that there are aliens in Area 51. Rimmer, like, whenever anyone says that there are aliens in Area 51, they are like Rimmer. Rimmer was always obsessed. Every time they encountered another ship in Red Dwarf, Rimmer automatically assumed it was aliens. It was never aliens. Spoilers if you've not seen Red Dwarf. Max, I know you were thinking about watching it, so I'm going to spoil it very slightly right now. They never encounter aliens in Red Dwarf. Never. They meet, like, genetic mutations and, like, you know, cyborgs and all sorts of other life forms, but they all come from Earth. They never, in the entire show, meet an actual alien that comes from another planet. And I think that's really... cool. And kind of bleak, you know. I think there's something very bleak about Red Dwarf in the fact that, you know, they're 3 million years into deep space, and as it turns out, we really are alone in the universe. That's terrifying to me. That is a more scary prospect than aliens to me. Like, can you imagine if we actually are alone? Can you imagine if we actually are the only life in the entire universe? That's bleak. And I think it's really funny that Red Dwarf stuck to their guns with that. There's never been any aliens in the show. It's always been just, you know, things that come from Earth, whether they're mutants or robots or whatever else. God, I love Red Dwarf. They still encounter things that try to kill it. That's true, Forrest, that's true. There's a lot of Gelfs in Red Dwarf, genetically engineered life forms. That's like most of the creatures that they meet are Gelfs, but they're all like human experiments. Like they're all genetic experiments that come from Earth, and I just think that's really cool. If aliens wanted to invade us, I'm pretty sure they'd be here already, says Greydog. That's the thing, though. I think, you know, if aliens do exist, and I'm pretty confident that they do, but they've never come to Earth, and you know, can they? Is the question. Like we can't we can't go to other planets. Like, we do not have anywhere near the technology that would be necessary to travel to planets outside of our solar system. Is it fair to assume that aliens would have that technology that we don't have? They might do, there could be a planet out there where life has been around for longer than it has on Earth and they're more developed than us. There could be planets where life hasn't been around as long as it has on our planet and they aren't as developed as us. You know what I mean? Like, just because we've never encountered any aliens, that doesn't mean that there aren't any. Like, it's a big universe, right? If you could travel at the speed of light, if you could literally travel at the fastest speed possible in the entire universe, it would take you 3 years to get to the nearest star. That's insane. That's if you could travel faster than anything else in the universe. It would take you 3 years to get to the nearest star. Wild. So there could be loads of aliens out there. There could be billions of planets in our galaxy, in the Milky Way, that have aliens on them. And there's just no way that we'll ever come into contact with each other because there's just such vast distances between us, right? If they do come to Earth, they'd spend less than an hour here and leave. True, Balaclava Man. If they were advanced enough to get here, I think they'd be intelligent enough to just be like, you know what, I'm good. Let's go to Mars. They still haven't managed to get there yet. Let's go. Didn't a NASA satellite come across an Earth-like planet? There's obviously water. The surface is apparently all green. There's quite a few exoplanets that have got evidence of water, I believe. There's a few like deep space telescopes that search for potential habitable planets. You'd be surprised by how many potential candidates there are, but like hundreds of light years away, obviously. That's the thing. Again, you've got to think about how big the universe is, right? How just such vast distances that even if we don't have the technology to travel out into deep space, why do we assume that aliens would, right? Like, there could be aliens out there that are 1 billion years behind us. There could be a planet out there where they've only just started to crawl out of the water. You know what I mean? There could be a planet out there where life is still single-celled. And there could be planets that are more advanced, there could be aliens that have cured every known disease and, live in a complete post-scarcity society. But again, the distances are so vast. How would we ever know? How would we ever hope to come into contact with them? In Guardians of the Galaxy when the dolphins live? Yeah, exactly, Forrest. Or in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the dolphins, it turns out that dolphins are the second most intelligent species on the planet. Dolphins are actually very intelligent, by the way. It's somewhat exaggerated in fiction, but they're very intelligent creatures. Okay. It's 20 to 8. I think we'll go till 8 o'clock. We'll make it an hour. Should we just a second, let me let's see. Should we try some games? I've got the New York Times games page open. Should we try that? I'm gonna have to move the chat though. Hold on. start with Wordle. We'll go for the Wordle. No hints, please. No hints. Anyone out there who plays Wordle, what's your first guess in Wordle? My first guess is always audio, because it's got 4 vowels in it. It's nice to get as many vowels out there as possible, so audio is always my go-to first word. See, immediately we've discounted 3 vowels there. Pretty good. The music's really loud. Sorry about that, Forrest. I did turn it down earlier, but maybe it's still too loud. How's that? Mic crackle, says Bradley. Oh, maybe my mic output's changed. Let me just restart split cam. There we go, is that better? Much better, okay. I think it's because I turned on my vertical monitor. Whenever I turn on a monitor, well, whenever I turn on a monitor that's got its own speakers, it kind of like resets all of my audio devices, and sometimes it causes problems like that. Anyway, so first guess was audio. We got a U in there. Let's go for guest. Oh, no, the U is in a different place. Okay. That's a shame, because guest would have been quite good. I was thinking something like about, but there's no O and no A. I mean, it could be something like Rose? Let's try that. Okay, there is a G. Oh, I didn't put the U in there. Oh my god, what an idiot. My bad, my bad. Okay, that was a bit embarrassing. U and a G. Buying? No, buying's too many letters. See, the thing is, how can it have a U in it but not an O? Because I was thinking, like, there's a lot of words with OU. No, it can't be... It doesn't have an S in it. It doesn't have an S in it. If I was feeling really chaotic, I could just go fluff, but I would waste so many letters there by just guessing the same one. Sugar. There's no S. No S, Max. And also the U isn't in the second position. Be right back, need 5 minutes to let the cat out. No worries, Forrest. Me and the dog are back. Nice one, Pete. Hope you had a good walk. Plug. Oh, it doesn't have an S in it though. I'm still going to see it. I'm going to guess it just to see if the U and the G are in the right place. No. Right, we've only got 3 guesses left, people. This is not going well. Truck? No, it's got a G in it. And the U's not there. So could it start with U? What words start with U? Hungry. Hungry. That's a word. If you're from the north, that's a word. It can't end with ing. No I. What about S or L. Flung? No. No, because there's no L. Young. No, there's no O. How is... We need to get an E in there. We need to get an E. We haven't guessed E yet. Let me just guess a random word with E, just to see if E's in it. It's going to be a bit of a throwaway, but I'm taking a gamble. Taking a gamble. Let's go... No, can we do one that's got no letters that we've guessed so far? Fetch. Right, that's got no letters that we've guessed so far, so this should be a good one. There's an E. Okay. Right. So there's an E in the second position, there's a U and a G, but they're not. They're somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not on form today. I've only just woken up. Okay. Could there be a QU in it? No, because... Segway, says Max. That's not a bad guess. Oh, there's no S, though. I'm just going to guess it anyway. Oh, okay, we could get this. We could get this. So the middle letters are E, G, U. What starts with... What's a 5-letter word that has E, G, U in the middle? Begun! Please tell me it's begun. Hey! We did it! Hey! Oh, thank you for that suggestion, Max. I don't think we'd have gotten it without that one. That was a close call. That was a close call. Nice. Got it at the 11th hour on the last guess. Okay, shall we do connection? I am terrible at connections. Let's give it a go. Okay, so if you've never played connections, you get these 16 words, and you have to group them into 4 groups of related words. There's some very strange categories sometimes, though. Gotta start driving, but I'll learn. No worries, Pete. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing crown and cat. Those could be related. Wait. Hassle, facile, castle, and tassel. They're going to be words that are spelled differently, but right. But I've wasted a guess. That was such a good guess as well. Hassle, castle, facile, tassel. This is what I mean. The connections, it throws you off. It throws you off. It gives you ones like that seem so obvious, and they're not. And then it's wrong. Music's loud again. Sorry, Max. Okay, flip, grind. Are these like, I don't know, skateboard moves or something? Cap and crown. Oh, wait. Hang on. Cap, gown, diploma. These are all things that you wear at graduation. These are all things that are associated with graduation. What's the other thing? What else could fit in there? Cap, gown, diploma. Welcome back, Forrest. Cap. I guess tassel. the mortarboard hats have a tassel on them, don't they? This is going to be wrong. Graduation gear. Oh, got it. Okay, we got one. We got one. Okay, 3 more groups. This is where it gets difficult. Wait, hang on. Facile, hassle, chore, and grind. I'm thinking, you know, things that are tedious. Something's a chore, something's a hassle, something's a grind. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, one away. I think so. I think I'm on the right track there. Trial. Oh, okay, right. We've only got one more guess. If I get this next guess wrong, we've lost. I don't think we're winning this one, folks. I don't think we're winning this one. Trite, maybe? I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, I was along the right lines. Facile. Facile is what threw me off. I grouped it in with those. I was on the right lines, though. It was, like, tedious things. What a shame. What a shame. Should we do another? I'm going to finish soon, because it's nearly 8 o'clock, and the plan was to just do an hour. Let's do the mini. We'll not do the full crossword, we'll do the mini. Fabric used for casino tables. Don't know. Pulling the... I don't know. Chain. Togetherness. Unity. Many emails with urgent all caps requests. Don't know. Basic belief. What you might be on when you're undecided. Fence. Spelled it wrong. Felt. Thank you, Max. Forest, sorry. Bottled water brand. Evian. Here I can do it. Let me. Romantic rendezvous. Tryst. What might lead to a romantic rendezvous? Well, that'll be lever. That'll be scams. That'll be lust. 1 minute 5 seconds. Not bad. I was hoping we'd get it in under a minute, but not bad. Lovely. Okay, I think we'll leave the games there. That was fun, though. Let me switch back over to the big camera. That was impressive. Okay, I'm all orange now. I'm gonna have to turn this monitor back off. But then my mic's gonna crackle again, so I'll have to restart. There we go. Okay, I think that pretty much does it for this morning then. It's been an interesting experiment. What did you guys think? Would you like to see more morning streams like this? I thought it was quite good. Very different, a lot more laid back, like I was saying earlier, than my usual streams. It's been nice to just chat without having a game going on in the background as well. It's been nice to you know, just talk. So I hope you've enjoyed. This is great. Thank you, Max. I'm glad you've liked it. In that case, then, I would definitely be open to doing this again. I don't know if it's going to be a daily thing, like I say, but maybe once or twice a week. Maybe we could try it again on, like, Maybe not the weekend, because no, people don't get up early on the weekend, do they? I do. I get up at the same time every day, whether it's a Monday or a Sunday, you know? But a lot of people like to sleep in on the weekend, so maybe it's not such a good idea to do it on, like, Saturday or Sunday. But then my next stream's not going to be till next Tuesday, then. Maybe I could do it again tomorrow. Well, I'll see how I feel tomorrow morning. We may do it again tomorrow morning. But I'm glad people have enjoyed it. It's, like I say, it's just been a nice change of pace, right? It's been interesting to do something so different from my usual stuff. It's been nice to not have to go through all the trouble of setting up a game and having a shave and doing my makeup. It's been nice to just get up and just do it. So thank you everyone for joining. It's been really fun. I had fun. Thank you, Forrest. Just let me know when they happen. I'll adjust my sleep schedule. Nice one, Max. So with that being said, today's actual live stream is going to be Resident Evil again. That's going to be at 5 o'clock, so 9 hours from now. Like I was saying earlier, I hope we're starting to get close to the end of the game now. Not that I haven't enjoyed playing it, because I really have, but I do feel like I hope that we can wrap it up in the next 2 or 3 episodes. But yeah, that's going to be this evening, Resident Evil Requiem. I am going to go ahead and get shaved and get made up, and I think I'm going to record today. I don't know, it depends. The weather's quite miserable today. My phone doesn't have the best quality camera, so it's always, you know, whenever I record in low light, when it's overcast or whatever, it looks bad. So I'm hoping the sun will come out a bit so that I can record. I do have one video in particular that I really want to record. If you're a Patreon, you'll know exactly what video I'm talking about. It's a video that I announced on Patreon almost 2 months ago, in fact over 2 months ago now, and I still haven't recorded it yet, and I really, really want to. Just things keep getting in the way. I'm going to try and do it today if the sun gets out. But yeah, that's it. Plans for the day? Like I say, I've got some recording to do today. I've got some posting to do as well. There's going to be... yeah, there's going to be a video on TikTok and Instagram, obviously. And I am going to record as well. I might do some writing. We'll see. And then 5 o'clock, I'll be live for Resident Evil. This is a surprise. It is Stormtrooper. Hello. Sorry, we're just about to finish up, but thank you for being here. This is hopefully going to be something that I start doing a bit more often. These morning live streams. It's just been nice to wake up and have a coffee and chat with people, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely down for doing this again in future. If people have enjoyed it, if people want to see it again, I might do it again tomorrow morning, see how I feel. Like I say, it won't be every day. Maybe I could do it every day that I'm streaming. Like every day that I've got an evening stream, I'll also do a morning stream, or something like that. But if I'm not streaming... sorry. If I'm not streaming at all for the whole day, then I might not bother. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's all. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Nice change of pace. I hope you know, whatever you've been up to this morning, commuting, eating, I hope you've enjoyed spending it with me. You know, walking the dog, whatever else, having a shower maybe. Hope you've had a good time. That might boost the amount of people later on. True, or isn't true? That's what I'm thinking. It's just been a nice opportunity to chat as well. Like I was saying earlier, I don't really have time to do this kind of stream in the evenings because my schedule is already quite busy. So it's been nice to do this and just have a morning chat, you know. Have a good day, Saul. See you tonight. Thank you very much, Max. So I will see you all this evening for Resident Evil Requiem. I'm not going to do all my shout-outs and plugs and stuff like that just for this casual stream. You all know where you can find me. You all know all the different platforms that I'm on. But that's going to be it. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely day, Saul. Enjoy recording, writing, whatever else you have planned. Thank you, Forrest. Enjoy your day at college as well. Everyone, enjoy your day, whether you're working, college, whatever else. Have a great time. I'll see you all in 9 hours. Is it 9 hours? Yeah, I'll see you all in 9 hours for Resident Evil Requiem. That's it. Bye-bye, everybody.